Football as we're underway in the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
From the 38, Herbert. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Open man is Palmer. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Herbert off of play action.
Oh, that's what the
pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Okay. English. Let's see what I have. One.
Ayúdale a Mario a llevar las sillitas de su... Pues que le ayude. No, chiquitos.
Dos, no. No más uno. Dale. Cállate.
No me apachurro mis nalgotas.
Quítate.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Penalty marker on the field, however. Which side is this on? So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. They're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
It's not mine.
Dijo que
I never wore
que
it.
estaba en su carro y que su amiga le dijo, es de tu... Que dijo, es de mi sobrino. Que dijo, ¿es de tu sobrino o de tu novio?
Es Felipe.
Guárdala ahí pues porque te acuerdas. ¿Cómo llaman a ver?
Es Felipe.
Ya, no, hijo.
Ah, it's not mine. What the heck?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
No gain, and it's second down. So after the...
¿Todavía tienes lugar? No, ya lo tengo.
¿Mi qué?
¿Tienes este plástico?
Pues sí, es mi cosa. Mi cobijas y todo
Oh,
eso.
ok.
No.
Porque ya tengo la blanca lavada.
¿La qué?
La blanca que llevaste allá. Y déjala, allí mañana la metemos.
No sé. Ay, viejita. Cachetona.
Pesada. Ya sé que estoy bien cachetona, pero de aquí.
No gain. Here's second and 10. Now Stidham. He's got Cole on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's so coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Okay, now the Chargers have the football. And just like that, Kenny Murray.
Territory at the 45-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight. All the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in this situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
CC violation.
No doubt.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Chargers have very great
They struggled moving
defensive
the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again symptomatic?
I like that your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this run.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
To the running back.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
now.
To throw is Stidham. Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
Oh,
and it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag now. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stidham. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
What the fuck was that?
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Brandon James.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Play action. It's Herbert. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He lets this one fly.
Touchdown 3. Oh, interception.
This is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get their
Nice job.
here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Stidham. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Look at the yards this year.
Nice example there. Tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Stidham's throw taken
the ball came out.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely not going to lose the football.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the way.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Hand off to Thompson. And it fights through one man.
Thompson, the way he kept it going. One game, Jay. I like the way it got up and
after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep the defense on balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that. Second to his prime time. Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. In this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And it goes forward for about 3 at second down.
I feel like, yeah, it broke his ribs. Shit. Stop the game.
They go play action with Stidham. This will be dumped off to Barber. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Stidham now to throw on third down. It's a screen to Richard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, Thompson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now, hold on here, we've got an injury. Well, that's Devontae Adams, the wide receiver down on the ground here. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Third down. It's Thompson. And he's over the line and in for a touchdown. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number opposite here in the final minute of the third. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Down he goes, brought down on a runner sack. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. They'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Stidham. Thrown over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Stidham. It fights him off.
Came out this again. The ball came out.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here comes the Chargers.
They scored out a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion. But he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. And that almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down. is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
What?
And yes, they won the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds rolling over with the penalty? Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Returnable here for Davis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And all the way up to the 46. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Eckler, they run left side. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Carl Nassib there on the tackle. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds. Clock tick.
Justin Jackson, let's go.
Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll find his tight end. That's one.
Rock down right away.
7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Clearly 50-foot total yards.
Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is too far.
Out there by the way
missed it. It's incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Looking to be at the 12-yard line for the LA Chargers.
And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. He'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's a legal block in the
first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
This time on Corey Lindsey.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Herbert gets touchdown.
Back in his own 6-yard line. Cleveland Farrell drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for LA. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stidham from the shotgun. Caught out right by Renfro. Able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They give it here to Thompson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 47 yards rushing for a 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Great footwork, but still down before reaching the 20. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
I can't have an injury goal. That's before playoffs.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I think they're trying to do everything. They're trying to do too much. They're trying to do everything.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now Stidham. Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now they can boot it through on the only
Chargers has to 12.
And then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. The defense to make sure they're focused because they still have work to do.
Timeout.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Right here. This one's going to get interesting.
From just beyond the goal line. And beyond the
That's
20,
22.
but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Herbert and the Chargers down 35-34. A minute 54 on the clock. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10.
The Chargers.
Now Herbert.
It's good.
Oh, man, it's his tight end. That's complete. Running on 1st down, Eckler.
Oh, come on,
At the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now Herbert got to get him to
No gain on that play, so.
Herbert.
Timeout.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Throwing Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
39 seconds to go. That's all we need to go.
Herbert. Escaping the pressure right.
That's good.
In the hands of Eckler.
First down.
And out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
On the give, this is Eckler.
That's
So
a
losing a
timeout.
yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the 4, this is second down and 1. It's Eckler again. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. He's got it with the 2. And he is not going to make it. So they'll be able to this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Over here.
Jalen Richard going to take it out of his...
Oh, ball came out. Kyle Lanoy. That loop ball came out.
But that's got to be so disappointing for the defense. You force the fumble, you got a chance of a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And you can bet they're putting 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
I believe it's one of those plays that...
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's
the final play. The Chargers get the win.
This is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play that totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.
Yeah.